Okay guys, so this is another video on Genesis chapter 40. So I was reading this particular scripture yesterday, chapter, and something dawned on me. We know the story of the butler and the baker, right? The guys that were serving King Pharaoh. Now, we know what happened to them, so no long story, but I saw it from another dimension yesterday, and this is the dimension. They both offended the king, right? That is given. And then the king sent them to the prison, and Joseph was asked to serve them. However, they had a dream, both of them. The same night, they both had a dream. And, one way or the other, Joseph interpreted the dreams to them. But this is the thing that actually struck me when I was reading through that scripture. If you read about the dream of the butler, he said that he had a dream and he saw a root or a grapevine that grew, and when the grapevine grew, it also brought out grapes, right? And from the grapes that the grapevine brought, he took those grapes and he squeezed the juice into the cup, right, and served Pharaoh. Now, this was a dream. Then the baker came up and said, okay, after that, Joseph interpreted the dreams to him to say, okay, after 3 days, Pharaoh will restore you and then you will continue to serve him. Then the baker now said, oh, I also have a dream. Let me tell you my dream. My dream is that I saw that I carried 3 baskets, blah, 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 on my head, and, birds or something, came and perched on the basket that I had on my head, more like the confectionaries and the likes. And Joseph interpreted the dream and told him, he said, in 3 days, you will be hung, your head will be cut off, and all those things. But the thing that struck me is this: they were both in prison, they both had dreams. The butler said, in my dream, I saw myself squeezing grapes and serving Pharaoh. Whereas the baker said, birds perched on the things I carried, And something that came to me is this: see, irrespective of situation, I believe that it was because of the offense, because the butler felt offended, and that is why even in prison he was still having negative dreams towards his boss. Whereas, sorry, that was the butler. That was the baker. Whereas the butler, even though he was in prison, he still saw himself serving when he should have negative emotions towards his boss. See, let me tell you something. Irrespective of what is happening to you, irrespective of where you are in life, a positive attitude is very critical. And I believe that it was because of this that the butler was restored and the baker was hung. In other words, don't let offenses get the best of you. Wherever you are, be positive in life and know that God is working in you through that situation that you are going through. Once again, I come in peace. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.